Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, April 26, 2022. With the Sun-Neptune conjunction today, you could be learning new things or finding inspiration through new experiences or perspectives. Publishing opportunities, trips, money ideas, or money itself can emerge in unusual ways. This transit encourages fantasy and imagination. Moving away from your usual routine can lead to valuable insights and exciting adventures. You're unlikely to choose traditional routes for expressing yourself now, and you can find that you are more successful as a result. While it's important to be open to new feelings, try to keep your feet on your ground as you dream big. The moon moves into your resources sector later today, and it can help with this task. It's a great transit for centering yourself. For now, the themes of love will not be very favorable because, and its ruling planet is Mercury, which in turn is square to Mars, which makes things very difficult. There is a lot of confusion in your mind and your heart. You better stop and dedicate that energy to your spiritual growth. You may have been too tolerant lately. A member of your family or a friend may be taking more than he gives. If this hasn't bothered you before, it might start today. Don't hesitate to do whatever it takes to protect yourself and your loved ones. Mars has entered your astral system. This planet will bring out your anxieties and doubts if you are in a relationship. You will have to be careful not to hurt your spouse if you decide to express your pain. No matter what, he will always be there for you and lend you his shoulder if you need to cry. Steamy and sensual encounters are to be expected if you are single. If this type of relationship is not your cup of tea, pass your turn this time. It's important that you set firm boundaries at this time. After all, in addition to being in your feels, Luna's direct opposition to powerhouse Pluto in your relationship sector can be incredibly demanding, specifically for those of you already romantically attached. Then again, those of you who are single are no exception, as discerning between your intuition and the offer that's being presented to you is easier said than done. Moreover, as the moon harmonizes with the Sun-Neptune in Pisces, you're being called to cultivate more faith in yourself and in the universe. Your intuition is going to be spot on today. If you have wondered about your next professional step or adventure, use today's conjunction between the Sun and Neptune in Pisces as inspiration. The watery conjunction trines your sign, allowing you to adopt a fantastical approach to your professional journey. Listen to your intuition. What is your gut feeling telling you to do? Is it to seek a mentor, research an educational opportunity, or even travel? Use your intuition when navigating your professional opportunities to continue your advancement. The moon's return to your income sector today kicks off what can be the most lucrative days of any month while offering a chance to sharpen your nose for money just 7 days before the sun's return to your career sector. A clash with Venus and Mars in your financial sector might create some financial tension, but with the resources to turn this into motivation on both sides of the financial fence. There is a world out there waiting to be discovered. Your increased dynamism will spur other people into joining in. Be flexible and spontaneous, maybe traveling to a new town or on a short journey. Rediscovering your own local area can also be very inspiring, and even more enjoyable in the company of others. Wacky behavior doesn't have to be annoying. Find the humor in your friend's insanity. Try to settle your differences with a big dose of patience. You feel independent, open to fresh experiences. Don't be rushed too quickly into anything, even if you've a real opportunity to get to know someone new and interesting. Irrespective of whether you fall hopelessly in love or have a set plan, your love life is evolving in new ways. Try to make them the best. If you can connect with the subtle process of growth, you will be able to get a lot out of each season. Begin letting go of old, unnecessary behavior patterns and feel the gentle shifting inward, which is where you will find the next step. Letting go is not an easy task, so it is important to keep your mind open to the new. You are only giving up in order to get something else, something hopefully healthier and happier for you. Organizing your priorities and tackling some time management will come easily for you today. After all, It's your own orderly, systematic essence that's in the air, so how could you go wrong? Whatever work needs to be done, waste no time in getting started. You will find that you'll be running circles around your colleagues, and things will get finished quickly and easily. You may even find that you have enough time and energy left to give someone a hand with their load. Our eyes in the sky. When the moon squares Neptune and Jupiter this evening, you could struggle with self-control and making a spectacle of yourself. If you can keep yourself from performing way over the top, you might just succeed in conveying how generous and kind-hearted you truly are. This is a favorable time to tell someone how you feel about them and maybe let them know more clearly what your expectations are. Everything in moderation, though. Someone could see your kindness as a sign of weakness and try to take advantage of you. You really have to walk a fine line, because any false move could be perceived as an open invitation. Play it cool and everything will be okay. Show people they can count on you today and you'll earn points with them for the future. The moon is in Aquarius, so one temptation could be to poke holes in others' beliefs that you think are ridiculous or untrue. Keep your opinions to yourself for now. Arguing won't do any good today. Also, negative self-talk might be hard to avoid, so be careful. In the morning, the Aquarius moon sextiles the Aries sun, providing us with an energized start to the day. While we might be angling for intel to be in the know, we're more interested in keeping things light and social than stirring the pot. Our minds are going a mile a minute, which means we could get swept up into an adventure of our own making. Tedious chores can be reframed as mini-quests. Dates with friends or romantic partners can be arranged to keep us entertained. This is an ideal influence to meet new people and form business connections. In the late afternoon, the moon trines Saturn in Aquarius, offering emotional stability. Under the Aquarius moon, we are filled with a plethora of inspiring ideas. The problem is that we can fail to ground any of them down. This is where Saturn can step in and steady erratic energies, providing longevity to what might otherwise be a capricious speculation. Putting innovative spins on old traditions will prove especially rewarding now. Shortly following this, the moon trines Jupiter in Pisces, prompting open and honest exchanges. The first step in resolving past traumas might be allowing ourselves to be vulnerable with others, and to engage from a space of compassion. What feelings and emotions do we wish to have mirrored back to us? Receptivity, generosity, and philanthropy are good guiding principles at this time. We remember that what we have in common with others is greater than what separates us ideologically.